The apostolic commission to pray on earth as it is in heaven was not a nice flowery prayer to inspire and soothe people in trouble. It was an apostolic commission and assignment because all of heaven is backing that prayer. It is an obligation for us to pray it and to watch it happen. It is not an option. It is at the absolute center of who you are. It's at the absolute center of why God has left you on the planet. It's because he has plans for this place. So much of the church, the whole theology is wrapped up in this place burning up and being destroyed. And we get this strange, perverted sense of encouragement when tragedy happens. That was a pretty good point. There's this strange sense of encouragement that comes on people when there's crisis and tragedy because it's nearer the end. The end of what? Who did he put in charge? Who did he put in charge? How did he model dealing with storms? How did he model dealing with disease? What did he do to confront corruption in cities? What did he do to try to transform and bring about change? He modeled something for us that brought the reality of God's world into this one. It is our divine assignment. It's at the core of who we are. Everything we do every day either contributes to that outcome or it takes away from it. There is no middle ground. Our assignment is to bring the reality of his world into this one. It's a lifestyle that he's called us to. And what is my job? My job is to bring heaven. And here's part of the problem, is we confuse our destiny with our assignment. Our destiny is going to heaven. Our assignment is to bring heaven. What is it about this kingdom? It's the king's domain. It's the realm of the king's dominion. Jesus stood before mankind in Matthew 28 and he said this amazing thing. He said, all authority has been given to me. Here's Jesus, the Son of God, who became the Son of Man. He forfeited everything because he owned everything. Literally all that exists was his. And he gave it all up to become a man. And then he re-inherited everything as a man so that you and I would have an inheritance. The absolute mercy of God. So now he stands after his triumphant resurrection, the defeat of the power of death and hell, the grave. All that stuff was defeated, the power of sin. And he stands before humanity and he says, I got the keys back. That which was lost in the garden, I've got it back. Now, let's get back to plan A. And he makes this profound statement. He says, all authority has been given to me in heaven and on earth. Jesus did not make that declaration as God. Now, he's eternally God. He's not a created being. He didn't ascend, to some position. He's eternally God, but he did not make that statement as God. How do we know? Because he said all authority has been given to me. There's no one higher than God to give God authority. When Jesus made that statement, he made the statement as our elder brother. And if Jesus can say, as our elder brother, the Son of Man, all authority has been given to me, then there's someone we've been nervous about that has no authority. Wow. If he has no authority, where does he get his authority from? He has to do what he did in the garden. He has to talk till someone comes into agreement, because when you believe the lie, you empower the liar. Agreement is what empowers him. You say, well, I thought my city is so dark. I live under this closed heaven. Well, the city may be, but you're not. And the Lord is calling us to be a people that burn with an understanding of the will of God. What is the will of God? It's whatever's going on up there ought to be going on here. And whatever's going on here that's not going on up there, it's got to stop. That's the assignment. It's not complicated. Jesus didn't make it complicated. He said, as the Father sent me, I send you. The assignment I have, you have. Listen, you've not had a good day till you've confronted the impossibilities of life and you've watched them yield and bow to the name Jesus. Those are the lasting things. I know that anyone who would come out on a night like this is just hungry for more, and it's really always fun to just talk to people that are hungry. But I want you to catch something. It's not a hunger that we have for an individual to come and to bring the goods. It's a hunger for a release of grace so that we become more clearly the body of Christ, that which represents Jesus, more profoundly, more powerfully in society, not just in church services. The things that we're enjoying, that we've been going through in Redding for the last quite a few years, is we actually now have more miracles outside of church on a weekly basis, on a daily basis, than we do in the services. And we have many miracles in the services.